All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Monday. Hey, tight. What's that?
Allen comes out throwing. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Into traffic, complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go.
What's that?
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. It's Allen out of the pistol. Vacates quickly left side. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Bass now to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 33 on 2nd down. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They motion a receiver left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Stays in the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Shaq Thompson. At the 20. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Cook will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, home. What's that?
Back to throw now, Allen. Has it in close. Touchdown, Buffalo. So Broncos offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Bills are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success. Those
poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Play action now with Allen. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Cook scores. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. It's a James Cook touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Bass now to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They motion the slot man right. Shotgun now on 3rd down. just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35. Excellent return. He got 22 before being stopped. And the Bills will take over possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Gun. Look out.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead.
Where's that?
Now Allen off the play action. Working the sideline, that's Coleman. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air, Allen. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Pass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Browns a first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Trying again following the sack. He's going deep this time. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw now. Escapes the pocket. And they bring him down around the 34.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep him on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
19 Lions. Come 19. Come 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Going for it on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. Throwing now on first down. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. And that play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. Third and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Look out.
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And the Browns pick it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to fight forward and get in. touchdown! The Browns fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. That one right down the middle. And the Browns cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He's going to push one deep down the... That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This is Cook on the handoff. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Alert!
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 8. This ball's cut by Palmer. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down. From the red zone now. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
The Browns close in and take him down. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead does not change. It's still 21 points.
Goal to go, and to come away with nothing. Zip, zilch, nothing. It's not all on him for missing the kick. He could shoulder the blame with the 11 other guys who couldn't find the end zone on 1st, 2nd, or even 3rd and goal.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he'll get it up to the 44. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Let's go now. Go.
2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On the jump.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He'll throw it. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
There we go. Set.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Browns a 1st. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. First down, he'll throw it. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
They call pass on 3rd and inches. That's a Cleveland touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns get it back to a 14-point game. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action now. Allen. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
He'll throw again on second down. Short pass brought in. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Flush down out to his left. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll try the right side with Cook. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got Khalil Shakir. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Alert, alert, alert! Look out!
Throwing here, Allen. Coleman with the grab. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Where's that?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's on the move. He takes it himself. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Where's that?
Allen now on first down. Pass is caught at the 9. And in, touchdown Buffalo. Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go!
Airing it out to start this drive. Connection made to Judy. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Jerry Judy touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Go!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. This is Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Regular. Where's that?
Allen looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down. We'll see what the business is with this penalty flag. This could be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for second down.
Look out!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
We get so stuck, Kate, on decision-making being the ball in the hands and where's he throwing it. The ball in the hands in the passing game, and what kind of decision is he going to make? When in reality, in this game, in the fourth quarter, decision-making's also knowing when to salvage a play. Salvage that real estate that's...
Put the body on the line for his team.
That is all-out effort to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll go. Allen. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Spins out of one stop. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Back now, pressure on its way. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Searches from the pocket. And it's picked off, but, oh, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. Catch made right side by Coleman. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Finds Kincaid. Has room into the secondary. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
19 right. Cut 19. Cut 19.
They kick the running back in motion. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Dump off caught by his back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Bills crowding the passing lanes. They've got a dime look here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Cut out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They are throwing it again. Rolling left, buying some time. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. He's got it near the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that gives them first and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So they'll be left with third and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
So now, here's third and goal. They're throwing it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up fourth and goal.
Let's go now.
Back to throw, needs the end zone. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on fourth down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 23. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jerome Baker has it. And the Browns have some new life in the fourth.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Throwing from the gun here. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's second and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Running back sent in motion. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. He's brought down after a nice return there, which brings us to our 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook, and he's brought down for a loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Now run by Cook. That call going against the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. That one's complete right side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
He'll look to throw it. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. It's a pickup of 26. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. This one intended for the running back. So second down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll throw it again. Finding Judy. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Receiver in motion, headed right. Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 18 on second down. Throw left side, complete. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. He'll throw it yet again. Getting out to his left. The back grabs it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.